tous les amis et bienvenue sur cette aventure sur Tales of Vesperia sur le dos de notre nouvel ami Ball. J'espère que vous allez bien. Alors donc, moi, je vais vous faire un résumé sur l'épisode précédent. On s'en fout, ce qui compte, c'est ce qui va se passer dans cet épisode. Donc le but va être de trouver dans un premier temps Pharo. Oui, Pharo. C'est ça, c'est Pharo, j'ai oublié. De façon à faire plaisir à notre chère Estelle et de façon à éclaircir quelques points noirs que nous avons donc dans cette situation.
I think he feels the same way.
Allez, donc, il faut retourner dans le désert. Alors, le désert. Voilà, je crois que c'est par ici. On va descendre par ici. On va aller voir nos amis dans le village. On peut descendre. Et Farod, je crois qu'il est là-bas. Je crois que c'est l'espèce de gros truc qu'on voit là-bas. Je vais aller faire des courses dans le... Je crois qu'il y avait un marchand dans ce village. On va aller faire les courses dans ce village. Parce que je n'ai plus grand chose depuis le dernier combat qu'on a fait. Et donc voilà. Allons faire des courses. Est-ce qu'il y a un marché quelque part? Merde. Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un qui vend des trucs? Auberge. Est-ce que quelqu'un... On va déjà aller se reposer. Non, on va pas se reposer, on s'est déjà reposé. Bonjour, avez-vous un marché? Non. Oh, j'aimerais bien qu'il y ait... Y a pas un marché de la fortune quelque part? Genre quelqu'un qui vend des choses? Voilà, bazar, parfait. Alors, gelée de pomme, on en a plus. Putain, on a tout pris en fait. Gelée d'orange, il y en a plus. Gelée mixte, il y en a plus. On a du pognon, donc on va en profiter. Gelée d'ananas, on va faire le plein. Gueule de poison, on va en prendre. Paralysie, c'est bon. Gueule vitale, allez, on prend le paquet. Voilà, on a fait les courses, on peut y aller tranquille. Allons voir Pharo. Allons éclaircir cette situation qui devient de plus en plus compliquée. Ah, il est charmant ce petit village, j'adore cette petite musique calme, le petit bruit de l'eau. Oh là, c'est tellement reposant.
Pharaoh, Belias, Baul? What sort of beings are Intellekea anyway?
They are the oldest intelligent life forms on Terca Lumeiris.
So, they aren't monsters?
They aren't. It's said that they have a higher level of awareness than humans, though they don't have a civilization.
Shiver me timbers! The Intellekea were smart!
The reports we get from Baul are pretty accurate.
He's a smart boy.
Alors, je crois que... Non, on va rester sur le terrain. Je veux pas dire de bêtises, mais je crois que c'est ça le truc de Pharo. Merde.
So can we just go all out?
Petit combat. Allez. On va passer ses fers. Ils font pas de dégâts. On a des guerriers, on a pas peur. Allez, crève. On va aller au dernier. Quand t'es tout seul contre 50, t'es mal. Un peu comme on a fait avec Nan dans l'épisode précédent, heureusement qu'on l'avait tué en dernière. Parce que du coup, on a pu l'empêcher de faire ses attaques. Alors, est-ce que Bol est ici? Est-ce que c'est ça, Bol? Pas Bol, Pharo. Non, c'est pas ça? Ah. Ah. J'étais persuadé que Pharo c'était ça. Donc du coup, ben, on va retourner voir Bol. Donc c'était pas là. Ok, ben, j'étais persuadé que c'était là. Est-ce que je vais pouvoir récupérer le bateau que j'ai laissé par contre? Je suis un peu inquiet. On se calme. Les oiseaux font mal par contre. Voilà, nickel. Allez, on gagne des trucs, c'est cool. J'avais laissé mon bateau ici normalement. Merde. J'avais mon bateau ici. Où est mon bateau? Oh putain, ils abusent, hein. Ils abusent, les mecs. Mon bateau, il est là-bas. Mais non, c'est pas mon bateau, ça. Où est mon bateau? Là, je me suis fait baiser, en fait. Je me suis bien fait baiser. Ok, bah, je vais essayer de m'arranger. D'accord, en fait, il y a une touche magique pour pouvoir appeler le bol que j'avais pas vu. C'est pas ça? Ah, je suis sûr que c'est ça. Mais en fait, c'est que tu peux rentrer que par là-haut. Mais c'est bien ce qui me semblait. Ça ressemblait bien. Allons-nous rencontrer Pharaon ou pas?
So this is where Pharaoh is?
Should be. I wasn't able to see him when we came to the desert, but I think this is where we can meet him.
I hope nothing bad will happen. What if he suddenly attacks us?
I can't make any guarantees. I don't think we'll have a say in the matter.
That just means we need to do our best so
Très
nothing bad
rassurant.
happens.
C'est très rassurant.
Carol, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I should go.
Pharaoh sure did pick a bleak place to live in, don't you think?
They say this area used to be covered in lush greenery.
Why did it turn into this rocky desert?
I don't know that much.
Estelle, are you really going to meet him? Even though you could be killed?
Yes, I've already made peace with this decision.
Putain, j'espère que ça va bien se passer.
Rita, you've been acting a little funny ever since hearing Judy's story on this. Do you have a problem with meeting Pharaoh?
I just think it'll be hard on her to hear what he has to say. But it's too late to turn back now. We've come this far after all.
Bon bah allons-y, hein. Ça fait très longtemps qu'on avait envie d'aller le voir, mais j'ai envie de te dire, c'est le moment. Allons-y, allons-y. Le paysage est beau. Magnifique. Très désertique, mais beau. Il a pas l'air d'être là.
He doesn't seem to be here.
Ah, c'est ce que je viens de
Maybe
dire.
he's off somewhere taking a nap.
Pharaoh, you are here, aren't you?
Ah. Ah oui, le voilà, c'est lui.
Insipid poison, you appear before me at last.
Très gentil, mais il est très aimable cet oiseau, il est très gentil.
So you are here. Is that how you greet all your guests, Pharaoh? By calling them names?
For what reason have you come to me? Surely you are aware that I could end your existence with a mere thought.
You talk pretty big, don't you? Well, if you really want to fight, I'd hate to disappoint you.
Yuri, no! Everyone, please wait! Estelle! Pharaoh, please hear what I have to say.
Does death hold no fear for you, little one? For you gaze now into the mouth of death itself.
Ah, Pharaon est la bouche de la mort, ok.
I am afraid, but I'm even more afraid of dying without knowing who I really am. Belius told me I needed to meet you to learn about my destiny. I have to know just what that destiny is. I understand that I am a threat to the Entelekea, but you said that I am a poison to this world. What is this power I have? Just who is the child of the full moon? If it is true that my existence cannot be tolerated, then it's okay if I have to die. But I at least deserve to know why it is I have to die. Please tell me, I beg of you.
There was a time when this was a verdant land,
Ah, il a l'air assez
sheltered by the blessing of an air crane.
coopératif.
So there was an air crane here. But what happened? Why did it change?
What you see are the results of too much air and its aftermath. As to why the air ran rampant, the answer lies with the poison brought by the child of the full moon.
Huh?
The power of the child of the full moon stimulates the air crane more than any blastia.
Huh?
Blastia convert air into energy by way of a formula. So if Estelle can use her healing arts without the aid of any blastia, She must possess a formula in her very being that lets her convert air into energy. Judith was searching for blastia that used a particular kind of formula. So, this special formula Estelle has must also consume massive amounts of air, which causes the air cranae to become more active and pump out more air than they should. I had hoped my hypothesis would have...
Then
It is as she has said. With each use of her power, the child of the full moon uses far more air than the blastia. In so doing, the imbalance of air in this world is furthered. For the planet, such an existence can only be called a poison.
D'accord. Ok.
So you just wipe it out then? Little quick to judge, aren't you, Pharaoh?
This problem concerns the entire planet, and she is its cause.
If the problem's with Estelle, then it's for us to solve.
That's right. We can't let anyone else handle it.
The gravity of this situation is beyond your grasp.
You don't honestly think that everything's gonna be all sunshine and rainbows if Estelle dies, do you?
It would at least eliminate one problem.
Pharaoh. At Heliord, I stopped myself. And again at Dawngrest, I stopped you. What I thought was a blastia turned out to be a human. Before I realized it, I had lost my way. I never thought this child could be as great a danger as you had said.
And due to your confusion, I granted you the time necessary to see things as they are. As a result, my sister Belius is now lost to me. Enough.
Not sure I understand all this, but if her power's the problem, why can't she just not use it?
There can be no guarantee she will not try to use the power.
That's true. She does have trouble turning a blind eye to things happening around her. Someday she will surely use her power to help someone. However, as long as she keeps that spirit of compassion, she cannot only be seen as harmful. She is not like a blastia. I know that you can feel the difference.
Compassion alone will not save this world.
Listen, Pharaoh, I get that you've thought all this through with everybody's best interest in mind, but why doesn't that world have a place for Estelle?
It is sometimes necessary to remove a part to save the whole.
I don't buy that for a second. What makes you so high and mighty that you're the one to decide who gets cut and who doesn't?
We have endured the anxiety of existence for far greater a span than you can conceive. Such words mean nothing from those who call this world home for but a fleeting moment.
Pharaoh, please, listen. The important thing is finding a way to stop the excessive air, correct? We still have time left to search for such a thing.
Judith.
And if the effects of Estelle's power reach their absolute limit, I will kill her as promised.
Aïe, 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 aïe.
You should have no complaint with this.
Hey, Judith, are you serious?
I'm sure brave Vesperia will come up with something before that happens, right?
What? Yeah, of course we will.
Ah, je suis choqué par tout ce que j'entends.
Score one for Judith. So that settles it. If we humans are to blame for Estelle's problem and bringing on the apocalypse, if we give it all we've got and still blow it, then you can slow roast us on a grill for all I care.
You have changed. If you were still as before.
Have I? That is nice to hear.
Very well. Be ever mindful, though, that time is fleeting.
On a gagné un petit moment de répit, ça va, on a de la chance.
Wait!
Mais bon.
If the formulas are causing the excessive air, then there must have been times when this happened in the past. I mean, the Blastia were a product of an ancient civilization.
There exist those who have inherited the sins of the past.
Une jolie
If
phrase.
any yet can speak of what occurred in the days of old, it is they.
D'accord. Bah, ça fait mal au cul tout ça.
He's gone.
Ça fait mal au cul.
Judith, you...
No problem. But hey,
Du coup, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire maintenant? C'est quoi le plan?
What?
C'est quoi le plan B?
it's okay if I have to die? What the hell was that?
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear that again.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, oui, on s'en fout, on s'en fout.
Man, I was really worried there for a while.
We were pretty lucky that bruiser was in a mood for conversation. Poor Raven's heart can't handle that sort of stuff anymore.
You're pretty gutless for an old man.
Geez, Patty, you've really got nerves of steel.
If he really wanted to kill Estelle, he'd have attacked us immediately. And that's what I can't figure out.
I imagine Pharaoh was conflicted as well. He hid himself from us in the desert to see just what we were made of.
Huh. Maybe he wasn't as bad as we thought after all.
You might be right. I get the feeling he'd do whatever's necessary when push comes to shove.
That sounds like you.
Maybe.
But what are we gonna do, Yuri? You heard what he said.
We're going to fix the problems the air's causing.
That's easier said than done. We're pretty much at square one, you know.
Mm-hmm. And no one
Je
wants
sais
to
même pas
be
où
at
est-ce qu'on peut
square
aller,
one.
qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire pour rétablir la situation. Je sais pas qu'est-ce qu'ils vont trouver
There's
comme
no
solution.
doubt that the formulas are related somehow to the air getting used up. We need to find out about the ancient blastia, and if they went berserk or not. If we had that kind of information, it might give us a clue.
Ask those who have inherited the sins of the past about the days of old. Or at least that's what Pharaoh said.
The Critia were the ones to invent the blastia. In other words, we need to ask a Critian who is still familiar with the old stories.
Yeah, the Critia are often credited as the inventors of the blastia.
There isn't much left of the Critian city of Temsa, though.
It'd be a lot easier if there were more cities.
The hidden city of Miorzo.
La cité cachée de Miorzo.
It is far older than Temsa, and the birthplace of the Critia. The first blastia also originated there.
Really? Well, what do you know? You wouldn't happen to know where this Miorzo might be, would you, darling?
I've heard that name somewhere. There was a Critian in Ospio. I'm sure they mentioned something about it.
Do you think that person might still be there?
Well, there's no harm in checking it out.
Judith, are you coming with us?
I should. We still have the issue of the guild to straighten out.
So, to Ospio then.
D'accord, donc on va retourner à Aspio. Donc apparemment à Aspio, il y a un cryptien qui serait capable de nous en apprendre un peu plus sur la cité perdue. Ok, d'accord.
All that stuff about the balance of the world is pretty hard to take in.
Yeah, I hadn't even been outside the capital until just a while ago myself. And now we're here talking about the fate of the world.
On est en train de
You
voler,
never
c'est ça
know
qui est
what
fou,
life
hein.
will bring you.
On vole
But
dans les
isn't
airs sur
that
une
what
baleine
makes it
géante, quoi.
interesting?
I don't think we can afford to be that relaxed anymore. Estelle doesn't have much time left.
What's the harm? It's not as if acting all serious is gonna solve anything.
Besides, Estelle will notice if we look all worried.
Well, maybe so, but
We won't forget what Pharaoh said. Relax.
I know, it's just...
Estelle's got it the worst. If we get too down about this, we won't be much help to her.
D'accord, allez, donc là le but va être de retourner à Aspio, Aspio c'est tout là-bas. Je le vois sur la carte. Voilà, là normalement on est pile tout droit. Pile tout droit, pile tout droit, pile tout droit. Donc l'arbre allure, la ville d'allure. Oh putain, ça fait longtemps qu'on n'est pas venu ici les amis. Ça fait longtemps. Allez, en route sur Aspio. Voilà. Alors, normalement, il y a un cryptien quelque part.
It's been another long day. Let's save the manhunt for tomorrow.
I second that. Huh.
Well, I suppose we can all stay at my place.
Wait, there's something I want to take care of first.
You mean me?
Carol,
This is a guild thing. Best for us not to get involved.
I've thought about it a lot. What we should do, and I realized. We have to figure out a few things if we're gonna keep this guild going.
It sounds like you've decided what we should do.
Well, we said it before. The most important thing is obeying the guild's laws. Those who break the laws suffer strict punishment, even if they're friends or family. They say that's the source of a guild's pride.
Yes.
So what I'm thinking is, We all have to receive punishment.
Ah,
What do you mean?
I didn't know that Judith was fighting for our planet all on her own. But even though I didn't know,
arranger la
I still
situation.
failed to help a fellow guild member. So I gotta accept my punishment. Yuri?
Me?
Maybe you were trying to follow your own path, but you still kept things hidden from us.
je confirme que Yuri a caché pas mal de choses.
There's no way that can be for the good of the guild.
Je confirme qu'il y a quelques cadavres qui sont cachés par-ci par-là.
So you gotta be punished too.
Now he's stretching it.
The laws are important. What if someone does the right thing, but still breaks the law? To be honest, I just don't know yet. So that's why we should all just accept our punishment and start over from scratch. What do you think?
I can't promise I won't have my secrets in the future.
Well, if that's the way it is, if you can't trust us, then there's nothing you can do. That would be my fault.
And what if I destroy a blastia that our guild was planning on using again? That would be breaking the law that says I should act in the interest of the guild.
J'aime beaucoup le second degré
But
de
you'd
notre
also
ami
be
Judith.
acting for the sake of the world. Guilds aren't there just so people can obey their laws. I think
Doesn't that sort of make your laws meaningless?
I've never heard of a guild like this before, but you've got me interested, I'll give you that much.
There's no need to be such a stickler for the rules. Gotta be more relaxed.
Carol, you're just full of surprises.
GG,
I thought plenty
Carole.
about
Carole a
myself and
détendu
what I
l'atmosphère.
should be
Carole a
doing.
tout résolu, c'est cool.
But I might not have considered how my actions would affect you guys. This is a way of settling things I didn't even realize existed.
I just wanted to keep traveling with all of you. I just wanted each of our own paths to be the same as brave Vesperia's.
Sounds all right with me. You heard the man, Judy. I guess that's where we stand.
You really are some of the oddest people I've ever met. I suppose I can manage to put up with you.
All right then, one more time. Brave Vesperia!
They're just making it up as they go, aren't they? Is that all a guild is?
The Don ran his guild just a teensy bit differently.
There's something beautiful about this way, though.
Brave Vesperia sure is nice.
Do you want to join too, Patty?
Can't right now.
Oh yeah. You still have to
Dommage,
get
j'aurais
your
bien aimé que
memory back.
Patty en fasse partie.
So,
Quelle
what about the
équipe.
punishment?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Looks like you guys are on Critian researcher detail. We'll be relaxing at my place.
Hey, why do you get to decide?
Excuse me? Did I hear a complaint?
No, ma'am.
No.
Séparé de tous. Ok.
Carol, were you thinking by yourself this whole time about what to do with Judy?
Yeah, it was pretty much all I thought about after we left Nordopolica. That, and about what you did to Rigaud and Cumor.
Really? It's nice to hear you thought about me that much, even when I wasn't around.
Yeah, I wasn't sure at first. What was right, what was wrong. I think I have the Dawn to thank for setting me straight. Without the Dawn's last words, I never would have found answers to the questions I had.
You gotta stand on your own 2 feet.
Yeah, I was thinking about what that meant. And before I knew it, I wasn't thinking about what was right. I was thinking about what I want to do.
And that helped you decide what to do with the guild.
Yeah, so here's to fresh starts.
Yeah.
To fresh starts.
Allez, au nouveau départ, c'est cool, la vie est cool, la vie est belle. Il y avait une porte ici, je crois. Ouais, il y avait une porte, j'aurais pu passer par là-haut. Alors, est-ce qu'il y a un cryptien quelque part? Est-ce qu'il y en a un avec des grandes oreilles ou pas? Non, pas ici. Où est le cryptien? Ici. Pas de cryptien, non. Est-ce que toi t'as un cryptien, toi? Non, je cherche un cryptien. D'accord, ok. Ok. Je n'ai pas vu de cryptien. Alors ça me fait... Ah, mais ça, c'est un cryptien, ça.
You're searching for Miorzo? That's the name of the city that they talk about in the Critian legends. That's all I know. Location? I don't know where it is. and even if I knew, I don't think it will be of any...
Oui, mais... Comment on fait pour être Judith?
You're searching for me. That's the name of location, and even if I knew...
on peut se transformer en Judith, on peut pas se transformer en Judith. Comment qu'on fait? Comment on fait pour faire parler Judith? Ouais, on s'en fout. J'aiderais volontiers, mais je ne veux pas avoir de problème. Ok, on va pas se faire engueuler par Rita. Prends ton temps, comme ça je pourrais. Ouais. Ok, d'accord. T'as pas une formule pour me faire transformer en chrétien par hasard? D'accord, ok. C'est un peu compliqué.
That wasn't bad, Carol.
I have to say, I really didn't expect to hear that again. Come to think of it, Judy doesn't ask about that at all.
Oh, should I?
Would it be a problem? Well, even if you don't ask, the answer is still clear to you.
I'm not sure about that. Even so, you're still you and I'm still me. If our paths are the same, I'll travel with you. If I didn't think they were, I wouldn't be here.
So everything is clear to you, see?
I'm pretty sure what I'm thinking is clear to you as well.
Is it something like people who choose the same path think alike?
Attendez, parce que je suis sûr qu'il y a un truc du genre. Là c'est une colle qu'on pose. Le cryptien est là. Le cryptien veut parler à une cryptienne. Donc en l'occurrence Judith. Ah, peut-être comme ça. Ah, comme ça, d'accord. Donc j'ai changé de chef. Ok. Donc maintenant que je suis un cryptien, une cryptienne, est-ce que tu vas ouvrir ta bouche? Ah, je pense que c'était ce qu'il fallait faire.
Good day, my sister.
Judith.
I'm Tord.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about Miorzo, would you? I'd like to go there. I need to know where Miorzo is located, and how I can get there.
Even if you reach the city, there won't be anything for you to see there.
Is not a Crydian's interest in her own ancestral city reason enough to go?
That is an acceptable reason, but I'm afraid I don't know anything about where it could be.
I've heard your name before, Tort. You help guide those Crydians remaining on Earth up to the heavens. Will you not tell me because these humans are with me?
Our ancient law states that we cannot show anyone but our brothers and sisters the way to Miorzo.
Shouldn't it be a matter of whether they can be trusted rather than whether they're Crydian or not? At the very least, these humans can be trusted.
I shall ask once more. Why do you seek Miorzo?
The world is headed towards some bad things, all thanks to Blastia. We want to go to know what happened in the past and how we can stop it. We want to help everyone, not just the Crydians. How's that?
Very well. I do not know
Tout
if you'll
simplement,
find
ok.
the answers to your questions, but first of all, you'll need a special bell to open the path to Miorzo.
A bell?
Indeed. It is hidden in one of the southern caverns on the continent of Hippionia.
But isn't Hippionia really big?
Hippionia est
The
immense.
cavern
Hein.
is on a shore where red flowers bloom. If you use that as your guide, I'm sure you shall find it.
La caverne est sur une côte où poussent des fleurs rouges.
Also, the door in the back of that cavern can only be opened by us Crydians.
D'accord, ok.
What do you mean?
Don't worry, I'll see that we're allowed to enter.
And? What are we supposed to do with that bell?
Relax. You humans are always so impatient. Once you have the bell, you must travel to Egathor Forest.
The Egathor Forest? Isn't that on Hippionia too?
Yes, the sacred land of the Crydians is located there. So that's where the door to Miorzo is.
If you use the bell there, the door shall open. There is, however,
A problem?
yes. Egathor Forest is being devastated by a mysterious group. In addition to their overwhelming numbers, they also carry with them strange... I cannot fathom their motives, but this is certainly a matter of great concern.
Oh,
So if we go
encore vers
to
les
North,
emmerdes.
we have to do something about them?
Exactly. We need you to restore peace to our sacred land.
D'accord, ok.
Gotcha. So we get that bell, beat the mysterious group senseless, ring the bell, and the door opens.
Indeed.
I understand.
Tout simplement,
May the
bien
road
sûr.
rise up to meet you.
And you as well. Let's go back to where everyone's...
Yeah.
Ok, bah c'était super simple les amis, mais vous savez quoi, on fera ça la semaine prochaine. J'espère que l'épisode vous a plu, si c'est le cas n'hésitez pas à laisser un petit pouce bleu et un commentaire, et moi je vous dis donc la semaine prochaine pour la suite des aventures de Tales of Vesperia, où je pense qu'on va vivre une bonne merde encore une fois. Allez, portez-vous bien les amis.